Good afternoon, teachers, and welcome to JCPS 101. And I am the last of your presenters today. And my name is Judith Wilson. I am the Parent and Family Engagement Specialist for the district. And I'm excited to share some information with you today regarding family engagement. So, if you give me a couple of minutes, I'm going to share some really important information with you that will help you along your teaching career. Family engagement is a full and equal and equitable partnership amongst families, educators, and community partners to promote children's learning and development from birth through college and career. And part of my job is to help our schools and to help our teachers who are on the front lines to build those relationships with our families because we know that engagement with our students is very important. If we get this particular part right, we know that all the other things that you've heard about today, whether it's behavior, whether it's in working with students as far as the curriculum is concerned, DEP as far as equity and your equitable practices, those things will increase. Attendance increase, behavior incidents go down, graduation rates go up, KSA scores increase. Once we have family engagement locked and done appropriately and done authentically at the school level. We know that it's a heavy lift, and we're not asking you to do it by yourself, but we're asking you to build the tools to learn how to work in partnership with our families and with our community. Because we know that with family engagement, we have to develop relationships. It's not just done, it just doesn't develop in midair, but we want to engage. We have to have relationships. And also, to have relationships, we have to communicate. And we also have to develop the appropriate tools and diversified tools in order to communicate with our families because we know over the years, communicating and communication has changed. And we want to make sure that teachers and school staff, school administrators, district administrators are equipped with those tools to make sure that we're engaging with our families based on how they share they want to be engaged. Now, there are ways to communicate, and old school sometimes is the best, is pick up the phone and call. Pick up the phone and give them a call. You don't have to be afraid. There are ways to do it where we can teach you some of the strategies on how to make those phone calls and to celebrate students, but then to also bring some attention to maybe some challenges that you're having in the class. But usually the best way is to call if the information is correct in Infinite Campus. Also, email is another wonderful way to communicate with our families because that two-way communication is so important. It gives them an opportunity to get back with you. Infinite Campus Messenger is a wonderful way to communicate, and your school may be able to share with you how you might be able to use that as a classroom teacher. And snail mail always works well too, because we know that sometimes it's not just the parent that is raising a student or has the educational responsibility of the students that are in our classroom. Sometimes we have Meemaw and Pop Pop, and they appreciate a piece of mail coming through snail mail. So it's based on how our families communicate with us, how they want the schools and teachers to communicate with them. And last but not least, and something that the district is working on is School Messenger Chat, which is a two-way communication piece that we will be offering our schools. But for family engagement, I can't tell you, do it often, do it early. Do it often and do it early. Ask your families how. How do you want to be communicated with? Do you want us to send you a text? Would you prefer an email? Would you prefer a phone call? What time of day would you prefer that phone call? Because family engagement, really, if it's done well, it helps everything else. It really does. And it makes your job a little bit easier. If you don't have the skills, because sometimes, if I ask everyone on screen to raise their hand and say, hey, if you had a family engagement class while you were working on your program of study, there would probably just be maybe one or two of you. But if you need help, reach out. I'm here to assist in any way that I can. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. They can smell fear, but don't be afraid. We have some of the tools to equip you and add those tools to your backpack to make sure that you're successful in your engagement with your families and with the students that are sitting in front of you. If you ever have any questions or you have any concerns or you say, hey, Ms. Wilson, what else can I do? What professional developments are you offering? Please feel free to reach out and give me a call. My number is 502-485-6285. And my name again is Judith Wilson. I'm the Parent and Family Engagement Specialist for the district and so excited and ready to help wherever I can. Have a great rest of the year.